Don't say nothing about my nails. Okay. Oop. Told you I was getting it done this weekend if I have time. I hope I do. Honey, I just got done doing my hair. When you do your hair, you can't have your. I know you said, Dr. A, why you wait all half of the day to refresh your hair? It's half of the day, honey, because I've been trying to do some other stuff. That's why I put my little bracelets on. All right, had to do my hair, do my little sideburns and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I figured out what I was gonna do. I figured it out. Um, I figured it out. What I'm gonna do on YouTube. I think I'm gonna just have discussions about the well. One of the things, not this is not the only thing I'm gonna do, but my conversation is gonna take place in different spaces. Okay, mostly here. I'm gonna try to do more of my conversations here in Euphoria. Some days I might be at home, but it's just I'm telling you, by the time I get out of here, and by the time I get home, honey, I'm tired. My son is in class right now, so I'm having a discussion with y'all real quick. Now, um, so a couple of things where I'm trying to unravish the package. Oh yeah, let me show you what I got. My gift cards and came. Okay, don't say them about my nails. I told you. My gift cards and came, y'all. Aren't they a beaut? So when people come in, they can purchase gift cards for they family, their friends, or for themselves. So I got little gift cards. I was gonna do. They had like one I could have did on Square, and it was gonna be like I might still do those, but right now I'm gonna do these. They just were giving you a whole bunch of them. They was only giving me like $30. They was only giving me like 30 of them for $25.99. I was like, that ain't hardly none. I got like this box full, this like literal box. So I think it's like 1,000 and something in there. So I'll get the other ones just for the sake of, because you can load them up. You can actually load them up. These you just have to, you know. I've seen it. I went to Kohl's. My husband got me a gift card for myself, and I'm just gonna use it on my son. So I seen the way that they do their gift cards and stuff. Okay, so I said, well, if they could do a little gift card, then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do my little gift cards. Anyway, so let's talk, y'all. So, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do. I think we can have discussions on the mommies. We're gonna do our discussions on the. If we're gonna talk about the moms, when we do, we're gonna talk about them all the time. So just don't get too attached. Okay, over here. Now, my lipstick is too bright. This is the lipstick. This is my daughter bought this lipstick for me. It's way too bright. God, who is this? Big water pipe had busted again, y'all. Godly, I swear. Over by my house. Um, and so I think that. So let me see if. Let me somewhat see. Uh, hola, Jesus. Um, so where I'm at right now. So we're gonna talk about. Give me a second here. I gotta look on my phone to see if anybody pop up in my house. Right. Give me a second here. Let me check this out real quick. 110. Okay. Um, I'm just trying to see real quick. I don't think so. I think this has been early on. Okay. I don't see anybody that popped up possibly. I'm just trying to make sure that I received all of my. Okay, so that's the water main break. I just wanted to make sure I got all my packages today, because sometimes they'll deliver your packages after you done left. You know. I know you said hi. Okay, so anyway, so when I talk about the mommies, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about certain people will receive certain books at different times. So right now, when I mention Olivia or her energy, I'm not going to really review the video. I'm not watching her. So this book, Art of Seduction. So this is more of Olivia's book. And then the other book, I got that at home. It's not with me. I thought I had it here, but it's not. It's at my house. I know exactly where it says. It's on one of my shelf by the bed, by my not my shelf by the bed, but the shelf by my desk, by the big desk downstairs. So the 48 Laws of Power, I'm gonna basically break Jasmine's down. Jasmine gonna be breaking down, and then the rest of the mommies, I probably do 33 strategies of war. Okay, so you know, one of the things that in this book, this is a Robert Greene book. So I used to really dove into this. It's been so long. I had to wipe the cobwebs off of this book literally, because I was reading this book way too much, and it was doing too much, right? But I have to pull it back out. Every so often, I have to pull it back out. So, one of the things that they talked about in this book that we will start indulging in is the seduction characters. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get into the seduction characters within the art of seductions. Adios. Okay, bye. Um, so it's 14 people in here. Really? Oh, okay. So we're gonna get into the characters of the seductive characters. One is the siren, and I barely can see this right now. Had read it is really small. This is worse than me looking at YouTube. Okay, this is smaller than YouTube. Now you know I can barely see on YouTube. But they talk about basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tell you all of what the characters of the seduction energy, and you tell me which one you think Olivia matches. And then the next time we'll go through a review, because I'm gonna have to write it out so I can see it, because I can't see it from the book. I might have to pull it up on my. I do have the book on my PDF form, but right now I'm just gonna tell you what the characters are. I'm gonna tell you what the characters are, but I'm not gonna just give you a description of each character. Okay, but based about what it sounds like, you tell me what you think Olivia character would be. We could probably throw Jasmine in here as well if you like, but I think that Jasmine is more along the laws of 48 powers. The seduct. Okay, so the siren. Okay, that's one. The siren. The second one is the rake. The third one is the ideal lover. Okay. The next one is the Danny. The next one is the natural. How you doing, main man? The other one is the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the natural. We're gonna go through this because I can barely see. The sixth one is the charmer. The charismatic is the the seventh one, I think, the star, and the anti-seducer. Okay, so we're gonna kind of go through this, and this is the process. Now, this is one of the things that I really understand. This is one of the things that I'm telling you that they do on this YouTube game. This is what a lot of people do on this YouTube game, baby. Now, one of the things is they choose a victim, and choosing a victim depends on the target of your seduction. Study the prey thoroughly, and choose only those who will is susceptible to your charms. Okay, so they find, and like a lot of times what they'll do is if they need money, like people like Jasmine, if she need money, she knows she can go to the old ladies, and what she'll do is throw out the Christian. I'm an old lady, you might as well say I'm 52. I don't feel old though. I don't look at either, baby. So what people will do is she will throw out the seductive energy. Well, I'm sorry, excuse me. She'll choose the right victim, and so she knows she can go. She'll play a church song. She'll make you feel like she and Olivia. what she'll do is she'll be like, oh, I'm changing, oh, I'm going back to school, because she knows that we have a lot of people talk about her not being educated. And so she'll be like, oh, I'm gonna get myself together, I'm gonna go back to school, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Because when people hear that, they're like, oh my gosh, she's going back to school, she's actually gonna get it right, she's gonna get it taken care of, right? Now, here's the other thing. They are often isolated or unhappy or easily to be made so. Exactly. And so people will be outrageous because they're like, oh, why y'all picking on these young girls? They're supposed to be our little sisters, and we're supposed to be looking out for them, and we should not be so hard and brutal on them. We should be lighting on them and this and that, right? And so they will pull that in. How you doing, Mafia? I love your name, Mafia Gorilla. Man, that is beautiful. Hello from Haiti. I love that name. That's a great name, Mafia Gorilla. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for your name. And greetings from you in the U.S. Okay. And then so the other thing is that what also happens is where am I at? I forget. Okay, where my point? Okay, where? Okay, so they will almost um, go into the thing of choosing the perfect victim with some of the same qualities, inspire strong emotions in you, making your seductive maneuvers seem more natural and dramatic. So of course Jasmine gets on here. Oh, from Nebraska. How you doing, Ollie? And so what they'll do is they'll like, okay, well, I know that I need to make it urgency, like, oh, I'm about to put out, oh, I'm about to lose my house, oh, I'm about to get my water shut off, or oh, I'm about to get my electricity get ready to just shut off. So I need it now. It's an urgency. I need this money, or my children don't have no food, or I'm hungry, my food stamps ran out. I gotta go down to I don't have food stamps. I'm just saying how they do on here, how they beg. I don't get food stamps. I don't qualify. I make too much. But listen, I'm just telling you how they do on her. So just be careful, okay? So what they'll also do is the victim allows the perfect chase. Okay, so the victim want to be chased. So the other hand of that is the victim also pretends that the victim, meaning the person that is getting that's doing the donating, and you know they want to be chased, they want to give money, they want to be seen, they want to be heard. They feel like if I give you this money, if I donate you this money, then I can be heard, I can express how I feel, I can come in here and say whatever I need to say to you without no problem. So if I'm paying you, then I can say what I feel, and that's just it, right? So that's something that I noticed, right, about people that get on her and they start begging, no, I'm homeless. That's the first thing they say. I'm not homeless, y'all, by the way. They'll say, I'm homeless. I don't have a place to stay. I'm going through a different change in my life. This is what it is. And they'll tell you that. And you'll be like, oh my God, they don't have. So they know the victims to choose, okay? And so the seductive process, okay, it's create a false sense of security, approach indirectly. And so what they'll do, that's what they call dry big. And so they'll do dry big, and they'll be like, oh well, that she'll say like, I don't have this, or oh, my mother couldn't help me, I don't have no support, I can't do this, I don't know how to do this. And every time you give them alternatives, they hit you with the basically it's impossible, they can't make it happen. How you doing, Mimi? Girl, I figured out how I could incorporate some stuff. So I'm talking about the art of seduction. This definitely applies to Olivia this is really Olivia's big. Jasmine is the 48 laws of power. How you doing, Latoya? Jasmine is the 48 laws of power. But I actually need revisiting this. I'm realizing that this is also Jasmine. So the book, I was going to try to pin a book on one particular person, but I can't even do that because once you start refresh my memory, I used to live by this in business. I used to live by this in a lot of different cases because what I would do is this is how I used to hang when I was in the movement. I used to use this, and I'm telling you, it was very effective. And if you study mafia history, which I'm a studier of mafia history, I'm a study of movement. I'm a study of history in general. And so when you my middle name means understand your past in order to move forward. That's like the dummy version of my middle name, Sankofa. But if you saw, you go back and look at. If y'all never saw the movie called Sankofa, go and look at that. It's really you will understand where I'm coming from. But long story short, so I don't believe. I don't hold necessary people with their history or their past. But what I do understand is history is the greatest teacher. If you understand history, then you can really navigate in life in general. And so when you understand these type of books, like Robert Greene is really good at breaking stuff down and telling you about how people really think, especially when it comes to business, when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to people demonic minds and how they maneuver and how they manipulate people. Anyway, so I'm going to do a breakdown of this, and I'm going to do a comparison to the mommies. I'm going to pull out, but I can't really see this book unless I do like this. I can't see it like even like that. So what I have to do is pull it up on my because the words are, if you see the words, are really small. But I do have it in ebook form, so I can pull them up. But well, actually I see better when I put it like this. I need to get some. I got some glass. I think I got one of my little glasses in here. I probably can see it a little bit, but nevertheless, so what Jasmine, as I was stating before, what Jasmine do, this is what they call the dry bag. And you know, Mimi, how you be talking about how they dry bag and stuff, and you really good at breaking that down when you get to saying like, look, this is her dry bag, right? So this is number 2. This is the seductive process, okay? So this is to create a false sense of security, approach indirectly, okay? And so if you are too direct early on, you risk stirring up, right, resistance that will never be lowered. Again, so in their particular case, they don't exactly come out and say, hey, I'm dry begging, or hey, I need money, or hey, I don't. Because when they do that, they don't, they feel like because they know they're going to get clowned for begging, right? So what they do is the indirect of like, oh, I took my last bit of money and I had to go pay the water bill. My children not going to eat, but we have to sacrifice, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So they'll come up there and do that. I'm on YouTube, so you're gonna get all kind of, y'all know y'all might be blocking a lot of y'all have to work hard on here. When I go on my little thing, I don't get that much. Thank you, Mimi. I don't get that much crazies, but I'm on YouTube. I don't feel like putting my stream, my whatever that other streaming platform is. I don't feel like doing that right now because I'm not gonna be on here long. Are you still in class? What are you doing? So, So then they get to talking about approaching a third party or seeming cultivated, and rarely right, neutral relationship and moving gradually from friend to lover. Okay, so in that case, instead of moving them from subscribers, they'll move them into the position of friendship, like, oh, we're friends, and oh, you're like a mother to me, like she do with Gladys. What's that lady name? I call her Gladys. What's that woman name that always giving Jasmine money? So she'll move her in a position of from subscriber to like my children's godmother. You never met your children before, never came to your city, but now you're my children's godmother. And how Valerie, okay, yeah, Valerie. So she'll move her from grandmother, right, or godmother to from subscriber to godmother, right? And so now she has an invested interest in the children. So now, if you're the godmother from subscriber, you're gonna want to give out money. You're gonna want to pay, and you're gonna want to. And then if you can't pay, she'll highly rally around Jasmine to get other people that could basically pay money or whatever. So I think so you have to look at that, okay? And so the third one is send mixed signals, okay? And so Jasmine and Olivia both send a lot of mixed signals, okay? Once people are aware of your presence and perhaps vaguely intrigued, right? You need to stir their interest before it settles on someone else. So before they can get wrapped up and want to donate to somebody else or give their grandchildren money for crying out loud, or try to do certain things or whatever, they'll pique their interest. Like, well, what Jasmine going on? So how Jasmine does is she'll come up here and be like, well, I got a lot of stuff going on, y'all. I just don't want to talk about it. And if y'all only knew what I was going through and this and that. And so what that does is that prompts Miss Valerie, to call her and go, well, what's going on, Jasmine? Are you okay? Um, Everything's okay. My money's just funny. Chris wouldn't let me do this. Chris said that he had to dish out a whole bunch of money for his apartment and his other children. He really didn't have anything left over for Legendary. Just an example, you know. And so what they'll also do is where am I at? A mix of qualities, okay, suggests depth, okay, which fascinates, even also confuses. So Olivia does an exclusive enigma, okay, aura will make people want to know more. Okay, see, Olivia teases people with the whole fact of, oh, saying she slept with Gerard or whatever. You know what our opinion is about that, but I'm just using it for example. So she'll say, well, um, you know, and she'll leak out certain messages, or this is what was said, and it'll be exaggerated. Some things be exaggerated, and she don't show the whole depth of the message, right? She'll just give you enough to will quench your thirst, right? Will kind of create confusion. So it's kind of confusion, like, did she sleep with Gerard or didn't she sleep with Gerard? You know what I'm saying? So which one is it? What did she have relations with Gerard? Yes or no? Period. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a confusion there. So what that did was, when that came out, that basically created a divide. And Libya knew what she was doing. She created a divide within the mommy sector. So you have naysayers over here that says, no, he did not do it, and how dare y'all talk about this black man, and how dare y'all insult him. And then there's naysayers over here over on this area that say, yeah, he did it, and Gerard, you know what I mean, ain't no good man or whatever. And then you have the people in the middle that feel like confused. They're like, well, I really don't know if he did it or not. And to be honest, I really don't care. So you have those people that's in the middle that will basically don't care, right? But then you got these other sides that say, yes, he did. No, he didn't, right? And so she created this divide within the mommy sector, where people will kind of at each other's throats, dang on near, because of that Gerard, because of whether or not Gerard slept with her. And it shouldn't have came to that, but that's the art of seduction. So what she did was she did an art of seduction. Yeah. In sending mixed messages, because at first she was trying, okay, then to go even further, uh she did say something in regards to go even further. She also start trying to really change the narrative, on saying that she didn't know he was married. So she created this thing where basically Gerard lied about his marriage, so to speak. So it's kind of confusion there. She's saying that on one hand, she's saying he didn't tell her she was married. On the other hand, she's saying she asked him and he said no. You get what I'm saying? So she created this whole thing in the conscious community. So I had to go back to these books. I'm telling you, this is going to be, if we really understand. And at first I didn't want to understand their minds, but let's go ahead and examine that. Let's go ahead and go there and really understand what we're dealing with here. Okay, not what we dealing with. We ain't dealing with what we're talking about. Okay. Now, the fourth one, the fourth seductive process is to appear to be object of desire to create triangles. Okay, how you doing, Mr. Cannabis? Okay, I mean, you saying God bless America and Trump, I don't really care. I mean, I don't know why people think that's supposed to rattle your cage, or that doesn't rattle my cage. It's okay if you feel like that. Good joy, good luck. Thank you. I'm not even here to talk about that. I'm not even talking political. I think because you think I'm because I'm indigenous black woman. Okay, not your cage, the chats. Oh, okay, not your cage, the chat's cage. Okay, whatever. Um, let's go. Nobody got that type of time. Like, okay. So what they'll do is appear to be an object of desire and create a triangle. Did Olivia not create a triangle? Did she not create a triangle? So what she did is a few or drawn to the person, right, whom others avoid neglect. Okay, people gather around those who already attracted interest to draw your victims closer and to make them hungry for the process for possessions. Okay, you right. You created a desirability. Dr. A been going live the way lately. Been going live the way long way lately. Live the long way lately. Yeah. Yeah, I've been going this way. I didn't really feel like going live the other way because I just didn't feel like doing that. I'm trying to get back in the algorithm. I don't think I'm not totally out of the algorithm, but I'm not in it like I was before because I had not been going really live as much. So building a reputation that precedes you, okay? And that's what Olivia has created, a reputation of like snapping out and creating a reputation of basically telling it all or calling herself telling like it is and um, a reputation of basically calling people out and recording people allegedly and putting people in situations as a cop caller. She putting people in a situation where she's going to tell it or she's going to be the victim, always the victim, right? So number five, create a need to stir anxiety and discontent. Okay. All right. So these are definitely ways, and that is a perfect, satisfied person cannot be seduced. Okay. So when you create tension and disharmony and unhappiness and circumstances, you're right, she's a permanent victim. Exactly. And when you create this type of energy, pain and anxiety, the proper precocious to pleasure. Okay. See, people get off. And see, that's another thing. So, a lot of times we'll be like, oh, they don't really know. That's why they donated. No, they know exactly why they're donating. They know exactly because they're getting that attention. When people, a lot of times when people donate to them in particular, they're they're getting something out of it too because guess what? They're number one, they're getting their shout outs from them. They're able to receive attention because a lot of people that come on YouTube, not all people, but in that area, they just want attention. They just want attention, and sometimes they will pick at you to get attention. Like Mimi, like Sky is really wants your attention, and she really craves your attention. She really desires it. That's part of the reason why she picks at you. She wants the attention taken off of her and placed upon you. But that's another story, right? They're getting satisfaction because they're getting that name. They're getting their name dropped. They're getting attention. They're being heard because they're not being heard in their own families. That's what a lot of them are. When you don't receive attention the way that most a normal human being, like my family loves me, like my husband dotes on me, my children be like, what's wrong with mama, you know what I mean? Like they'll call, come together, they be like, yeah, your mama, what's your mama doing, So I got biological. I'm my mother's only child. I'm my father's only child. You know what I mean? So I receive so much attention in my life. I promise you, it gets on my nerves sometimes. But I don't have to receive that type of attention. But unfortunately, or you have class right now?
No, I don't have no 130, and also I don't have no math or social studies. I only have one thing for English.
But you don't have no class, like live class.
Yes.
You do?
No.
Okay. Um, so what happens is they'll get that energy that they're wanting because they don't get it at home. So Jasmine them just throws in number five, what I just told you about. The sixth one is the master art of uh, making targets feel dissatisfied. How you doing, Kenya B? That's what they do. Okay. There is no known defense. We'll get more into this because I can't see it. I can't see it like I want to because the handwriting has gotten smaller all throughout the years. So I'm going to refer to my ebook. I have both of these books on ebook. I promise you, because I used to live by this. I used to send people this. I'd be like, please read this. When people were under my charge, I would just beg people, like, please read this so you can understand what is happening here, right? What in the nutcase is going on? LOL. I'm breaking down Kenya when I refer to the mommies. If I talk about the mommies, I'm gonna do it from the perspective of the Robert Greene books. I'm gonna break down like how they basically manipulate people to buy into what they're talking about. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Number seven is enter their spirit. Most people are locked in their own world. We all are, right? In that number. No, Dr. A, I'm talking about the trolls. Oh, girl, because I'm on regular YouTube. I'm not just streaming from StreamYard. You know, YouTube have that option where you go up, where you can just automatically jump into someone's live, girl. Yeah, you got to work hard on her. Next time I come live, I'll come live on my. I just didn't feel like pulling out my computer. I didn't feel like pulling out my MacBook. I didn't feel like pulling it out. I'm on my phone. I didn't feel like using my phone. That's all. I'll make sure that next time I go live, I will go live from the computer. That way, I can, if y'all want me to, I can send y'all the books. I can send y'all the books. I got them on ebook. They for free, you know. But I just kind of wanted to talk about the new direction that we're gonna be going into. Y'all just block them. It's no big deal. Just block them. I mean, I'm not gonna feed into that. You know, you're gonna get people in here that talk crazy. They're gonna talk crazy because I have indigenous and African features, so it's okay. So they not used to that. Right, it's all good, right? I got my trigger finger ready. That's just what it is, girl. I'm going into different audiences as well because because I'm gonna be talking about different things. So it's not gonna just be the mommy sector because I've been mainly focused to get monetized. I don't know, Mimi, if me and you ever had this conversation. I don't know if we did or not. But I was telling you, maybe it was passion. I don't remember who I was talking to, but I did say I wanted to basically get monetized, and I was just using the mommy sector to get monetized. I like it over here, but I think it's a lot going on, and I kind of want to be able to talk about. I don't want to be boxed in. I'm not a boxed in character. Um, I'm just not a boxed in character, and I just don't want to be boxed into the mommy sector. I'm a part of the mommy sector, but I'm also part of different arenas. Like I'm also in the mafia sector, right? I'm also in the documentary sector. I'm not in the beef sector. I don't do that. I'm in the gossip sector about celebrities, celebrity gossip. How you doing, Nicola? So I'm just trying to be able to go into different. Did I speak to you, Latoy? Hey, I want to go in. That light keep going. I can't wait till my lights get here, honey, because these lights is burnt out. And I'm telling you, when I did my vision party, it wasn't my party. It was just they rented the space out. I was a part of it though. They rented the space out for to do a vision party. My space, I let my space be rented out with positive things, right? And this girl rented out my space, and I was kind of freaking out because my lights had just went out, and I was like, dang. Um, and so I had to order these particular lights. I have to order from Amazon, and so they supposed they're getting ordered to they got ordered, but they're not here yet. So it's just getting on my nerves. But I do have lights that if somebody came in, I could just throw my lights up. But I don't like having not having no lights because I feel like it's dreary in here. And I'm telling you, this light over here will go on and off, and it gets on my nerves. So anyway, so what I'm trying to say is that we're gonna be moving again. I like I keep telling y'all, we're moving into a different direction. We're gonna be discussing things on a spiritual level, because that's what I'm into. You know, that's what I do for a living. I do it for a living. I live it, right? And we're gonna talk things on a Robert Greene's way. You know what I mean? I don't know why I like Robert Greene, but I like Robert Greene books. And we're gonna get into business and definitely people being able to make more income than more than what they normally do. So we're gonna get into that heavily. And I'm just proud, and I'm glad I took time, away from YouTube to kind of figure out where I'm going to be headed. And I'm going to do celebrity news as well. We're going to talk a little celebrities here and there. We're going to have those conversations. We're going to do mommies. We're just not going to be boxed in. That's all. We're just not going to be boxed in. And we're going to talk about whatever's going on. We're going to all have an opinion about it. But I just ask people with our opinions that we will be expressing in here, hopefully we can do it in a respectable way where nobody is rustling and tussling and hustling and bustling in the chats with each other. I just don't want to do that no more, Miss John. I've allowed it to happen, and that's my fault. I take responsibility for that, but it will not be happening no more. So if people, if they start confronting each other and stuff like that, just tell me chill out with that, because I don't want to be necessarily focused on that, and I want everybody to be able to. This is a place where people can come in here without having to worry about beefing, because some people got scared off of coming to my platform because people had started picking with other people, and we just can't do that no more. And then YouTube, if we go back and read YouTube guidelines, because I've been really reading them, some things are bullying or considered bullying for them. And I'm monetized. I'm not trying to have my channel shut down because, somebody that is not even monetized. You know what I'm saying? And it's just certain, like when you go to Mimi platform, Mimi is not going to allow certain things over her platform, and neither I have to stand for something. I can't, I'm not Millie Mouse in real life, so why am I on YouTube acting Millie Mouse? I can't do that. I have to stand up for my channel, the rights of my channel. And so I have to carry myself the way I carry myself in real life. I have to come on here and carry myself, and I've allowed a lot too much, and I can't do it no more. Can't do it no more. Can't do it. No, can't do it. So anyway, so we're moving into a new direction, and I'm very proud of that. I'm really happy about that. So I just keep reiterating it because it's getting ready to be different. So we're gonna mods and people that have been with me for a while, you're going to see new people in the chats. You're gonna see new people. I've invited people that I know in real life to come over here. They just kind of sitting in the wings. They're not gonna say much, but there are new people that are going to come over here because I'm going to be talking about different things, and I'm going to have guests on, and we're going to be talking about interesting things that's going to be beyond the mommy sector, and we're going to ask questions, and we're going to just have fun. I just want to have fun because the more and more I get boxed in, the more and more I'm unable to show my talents and put a little piece of me in my channel. I don't know what happened. The Amirah has left the building type of thing, and Amirah can't leave the building on her own damn platform. I don't know what that's about. And nobody's pulling my string. I'm not a puppet. I know people like to think that, but that's not me. I've just got on here and I got world because I was taking those customer service classes and trying to improve my customer service relations within my business, as well as my business here on YouTube. And I got away from what I'm supposed to be doing. And so I'm back. I'm back. My little stomach is growling. I'm like, did I eat anything this morning? I don't think I ate anything. Usually I have like a little sandwich or something. I have like a little curd sandwich with lettuce and tomatoes on it. I know you said curd. That's a like you know how people can say BLT. You know what I mean? You just put carrots in the oven and you like put lemon powder, lemon pepper, and like some other seasons, and you put a little oil on there, put it in the oven, and let it get a little crisp. I'm telling you, it's really good. And you just put it on the sandwich. Put some mayonnaise on the sandwich. I should have like ate some hummus this morning or something. I didn't eat anything. That's why my stomach is growling. I'm going to drink me some tea back here. I'm going to get me some good old tea. So we're just going to go into that direction. I'm not going to go heavily into the book right now because, number one, I can't see. And I'm trying to read them like, I can't see. And it's worse than YouTube. Look, the handwriting is really small. And on here, at least I can blow it up and I can write my notes. You know what I'm saying? I'll do some research and kind of break stuff down, and I can pull up the videos of showing y'all the point I'm trying to make. So we'll do that. I don't want to, and we'll every once a week or twice, or we'll do maybe watch parties and everything, and I'll do a controlled panel discussions, a little controlled, because we got to control it a little bit. I can't let people say just, and the chat's going to be controlled for sure. We can't say certain things anymore. No. I allowed that, and I was thinking that was cool, but now it's not. It's not. What was I gonna say? Oh, dang, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, yeah. So, let me show y'all my stickers. I was gonna. So I'm gonna do a whole little thing. I'm gonna write out a whole little thing. I'm gonna have my little stuff planned out of everything of everything we're gonna discuss. We're gonna discuss this. We're gonna discuss that. Then at the beginning of the show, I'm gonna discuss with you all what I'm gonna discuss. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna discuss up front. And it's gonna be a show. Anyway, so let me show y'all some of the things I got. Oh, that's my daughter. I say daughter funny, don't I? So I got, I ain't gonna tell you where I got this from. I'm not gonna tell y'all. Listen, but I went and got my posters coming today. I'm so excited. My posters that I'm gonna, like I told you, that big old thing without showing my baby. I'm gonna take my phone, but I'm gonna try not to show my son. He's handsome though. He is a handsome look. If you're on my Instagram, you see how handsome he is. He's cute. He's a cutie. But let me try to pull this around here. Hold on. Don't try not to get in the camera. Hold on. Let me put this around here. All right. So my little dweeb. Oh. So this right here is the little thing that is going to be that I'm showing. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm jacking up in here. Okay, so anywho, that's the little, the little sign that you push outside. That's what I'm gonna have. Okay, I'm gonna have that. So I'll have that, and my board is coming today. Anyway, I got these stickers. These are for my logo. These are some. I don't know. I'm just playing around with logos. I'm definitely gonna keep the logo I had originally, but I'm gonna also throw these logos in here as well. And I'm just gonna put what the brand name is. So for example, if it's a tea, if it's tea across here, like if I'm selling teas, if I'm gonna put it on a tea product, I'll put tea at the bottom. I'm gonna make some more stickers. I'm just gonna share with y'all what I'm doing. And then right here, like if it's some sage that I will put just sage across here. I also have these stickers. Those are the ones that just came today. And these are the ones that I just got a couple of weeks from, like a month ago maybe. Whenever I went out of town. Remember I went on that, me and my husband went on little situation, little thing. So let me show y'all these um stick logos. I can't find these. I think I used them up. I might have used those up. I got some more coming anyway. But like these, and they have like, different products that I offer on here. And this one has the website. The Ass Life on my other logo has that as well. So, anyway, I have that as well on here. So I'm happy about these. It's pretty cool, right? How you doing, Pineapples? Dr. Ed, will you still do reactions or strictly other content? I was listening but driving. Yes, I was still, well, I don't call myself a reactor. I would do commentary. No, I'm not advanced like you. Y'all are reactors. I call y'all reactors, and that's not a diss, that's a compliment. When I say it, it's a compliment, it's not disrespect. Y'all are like the I guess Fran and Timor are the foremothers of the reactors of in this sector. I would consider you, Pineapples, I would consider you and Mimi foremothers. I would consider you the aunties, like the mothers first and then the aunties second, because of the way. That's not disrespect, that's a compliment, I promise you. I'm not even on that level, I promise. I'm not even on a level to even consider myself a reactor, and that's not putting myself down, that's just saying I'm not there. So I'm a commentary. I don't even do that. I can't even say commentary. I'm gonna say I just come up here and talk my itch. Yes, I'm gonna still be doing it. No, I'm still gonna be doing commentary. I'm just gonna do it in a way where how you doing, Miss Jones? I'm gonna do it where it's me. Well, not that the other portion, that sounds weird. Not that the other thing wasn't me, but I just want to, I don't think it's disrespectful. It's okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. No. So I think that y'all are at a tier. You and Mimi are at a tier, like tier. I'm like here. Y'all are here. Fran is here, and Tim's here. I am like here. Like I'm here. Okay. So yes, I'm gonna still talk about it. I promise you, I'm still going to talk about them, but I just have to talk about them in a way where it makes sense for my business design. We still gonna have fun. We still gonna join. I'm still gonna read the comments. It just has to be. I just have to control it. Oh Lord, I just have to. Oh Lord, I swear, I'm gonna stop coming on here like this. I'm gonna come on the other way.
That was great.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say that. Jesus love you too. Yeah, so I'm gonna still come on here that way, but I just gotta come on here a different type of way. That's all. I have to consider my I have to do it in a way because I am a life freaking coach. I'm a life coach. I marry people. I do all kind of stuff. If I told y'all all the stuff, if I ran down all the lists that I really do in my business, where you know what I'm saying, and then I'm getting ready to get into some other stuff. I'm getting ready to get into like skincare. I'm getting ready to probably become an esthetician. I just have to figure. Find. I have to I have to figure out a time when I could go to school for it. I got the money. I can go to school. So, and I'm going to also get certified to be an eyebrow tech. I mean, not eyebrow, eyelash technician. Those are not all my eyelashes. I got other ones that's really beautiful. But I'm also do that as well. Uh, I'm also do that as well. I'm just getting ready to do a lot of other things, and so I want to be able to be able to go in a little bit, but not too hard because I don't want to scare off my clients. Because one of my clients looked at this and she was like, "Oh my God, you act nothing like that." And so I'm just like, "Dang, am I going a little bit out of myself or whatever?" Because sometimes I get up on her and I get to losing I forget where I'm at, y'all. I forget that I'm in the I'm on YouTube and I'm not in the comfort zone of my house where I can talk that ish to my husband. Have you picked out panel topics? Yes, yes, yes. I got a few. Yes, yes. Pineapples. Thank. These are great questions. Yes, I got a few topics I want to talk about. I want to talk about single parenting. I want to talk about single parenting. I want to talk about single parenting versus men versus women. I want to talk about I want to use some of these celebrities as an example. I want to talk about cults. I want to talk about cults versus mobhood. You know how people like get on the bandwagon. I want to talk about all of that. I want to talk about spirituality versus religion. I mean, I got all kind of topics that off the top of my head and that I've already written down that I wanted to discuss. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I'm glad everything that happened for a reason. It just pushed me into. I really am a person. I'm very spiritual. Y'all probably don't know that, but it just pushed me into a feeling of getting out of my comfort zone because I got so comfortable in talking about these mommies in the fashion I have done. I have not expressed myself in the way that I needed to express myself because sometimes I get in my own head and I get shy and I'll be like, well, I don't know if people gonna want to hear that conversation, or I don't know if people are going to accept that about me, or I don't know if this is, And so when you get insecure about certain thing, and I'm not an insecure person, but when I got up here, I got really, I got really, I got really. Okay, husband say lunch is on him, honey. Y'all know I like that. Um, so when you get in your own head, I swear he must be listening to me. I got cameras all around. I swear he picked up that camera and heard me say my stomach is growling, or we just in tune with each other like that. But something's going on. But listen, so I just got into my own head, y'all, and I got like, I don't think they gonna like me. I feel like a little kid. Girl, I started acting like a little kid. I was like, I don't think they gonna like me if I start talking about this. I don't think that they gonna like me if I start doing this. And I'm just like, man, fuck that. And I'm glad everything happened. I am so glad that it happened. Happy Thursday in the bushes. Listening, cannot see well because I came from the back of my eye doctor. Okay, walk by faith. Hey, girl. Hey, thank you. And what's making me happy is the fact that this is my channel and I'm actually getting paid and I can exactly express myself. Um, when I'm not, and whatever I want to talk about, we're going to talk about the mommies, but I just want to do it in a way where it's going to make sense for my real life and for my real platform because I'm telling you, pineapples and everybody, I'm telling you something I really peeped out is crazy to me. Now, you be hitting it on that wine trash. Like, she went from a reactor to a to the problem, the real problem. She was the problem. I'm looking at her. I'm like, you talking about Jasmine? You talking about somebody? You cannot talk about nobody like that. And it's just amazing me. Like this ain't my real life. I sometimes I thought about like this. I mean, yeah, I feel like she was always like that, but I also feel like that. I think that sometimes people hide behind the screens hide behind, they own, YouTube to and their life is not what they try to pretend it to be. Like, look, this is my life. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm in my business. Like, this is my real life. Some days I have good days where I'm popping money, where I'm making thousands of dollars, and some days I'm like, oh my God, how am I gonna make my rent? You know what I mean? And I'll be like, well, I gotta work that other gig. I gotta work that other gig. And then by the time I look up, that I'll be making more money here. Then I start working other gig, and then they're like, and then my class is like, why are you ain't euphoria? I gotta get, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, so I'm living my real life on here. Like, most of the time, I'm not sharing everything. Of course, I'm not gonna show you my deepest, darkest secrets. You know, of course not. Who does that? That's just crazy. But I'm sure it's like some things from my past, because can't nobody tell off on me from my past. Like, I wish one of these ninjas would come up here and say something. I'd be like, oh, okay, two works at that game. Like, I done been there, done that. You hear me? So, so I looked at that and I was just like, well, why is she up here doing any type of reactions on somebody when her life is in shambles? Like, I've had to rebuild before my life. When I moved from St. Louis to here, it wasn't that I already had a job. Before I even moved down here, I had a job. They was just like, well, you can't start your job until September. I moved down here in July, but I had to work like little temp jobs until I got, my main job didn't start till like that September, but I got hired in. I took my blood test. When you working for them state facilities, to make you wait a long time. But I had other monies coming in. I worked temporary jobs until I got in. You know what I'm saying? Until I started my job. But I'm just saying, I've had to rebuild my life before. It's times where I didn't be walked off jobs, y'all. Well, you had your box at the desk when you come in, and you have the box. When you come in, you don't even go to your desk. They be like, "Well, I need to see you," and they have your box in the meeting room. I'm telling you, I done been in them situations, child. It's funny now looking back on it, but when you dealing with that, you be like, "Oh man, I got to figure. I got children. I got a family." But I'm telling you, one thing about me, I always kept. Um, Tacos for lunch, LOL. Remember, you would order, girl. And that's exactly what I'm going to order: pineapples, some dang on tacos. You already know I'm getting ready to order me some veggie tacos. You already know I'm getting ready to order, and I'm getting ready to order this boy vegan veal. He ready to get him a vegan burger. You want a vegan burger? Yeah. You want one? Did you eat your food yet? Did you eat your other food yet?
Yes.
No, you didn't. You probably got still some left. No problem. uh WBF. Okay, well, eat your grapes. Yeah, I'm still gonna order it for you though. Right. If I'm listening, I spell anything wrong, I say it's Paul today. That's okay. I knew it. Girl, yeah, I love them tacos. Either I'm gonna get tacos, I'm gonna get Thai food. But I'm gonna get tacos because I know Baby Suge Knight is cheap. So I know he gonna be like, why you ordered $100 worth of food? So I'm gonna get the tacos because they cheap, they're reasonable. I'm just gonna get they got, oh y'all, they so good. If y'all ever come to Louisville, we gonna hang out. I'm gonna get out my comfort zone. Normally I won't. I promise you. I am so I'm the most non-sociable person you ever want to meet. People be like, yeah, I'm gonna come there, we gonna go out. I'll be like, mm-hmm. People have to make me go out. I don't really go out. I don't go out. My going out, my club is I cut up some music at here or home. I don't go out anymore. I used to go out all the time. I used to party. You used to be one of them party grandmas. I'm like, grandma got life today. I've been in the clubs like, I don't even do that no more. I don't go out no more. They trying to get me to go to a jazz club. First of all, I'm like, I like jazz music, but I don't want to go to a club to hear jazz music because it's gonna put me to sleep. I promise. I'll be I will go to sleep. I don't want to hear no jazz music unless I'm at home or if I'm at my father's house. My father will play that jazz music and they be blasting. When I go home, that's the first thing that's like one of the comfort zones for me. That's like a safe place. Dr. A, I bet you be twerking all night. What you be getting your twerk? Girl, yeah, I be dancing. I be up there clowning. I be the first one on the dance floor, the last one off. You heard me when I used to go out and you know what I'm saying? But I done settled down. I done settled down so much, man. My husband makes me almost a nun, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. He be like, when you gonna be with your man today? You going out? You don't want to be with your man? I'm just like, God, But I don't really go nowhere. It ain't cause of him. I have an option. I mean, he'll watch the boy. If I want to go out, step out and go out. He don't trip like that. But I just don't want to. It's just too much going on. My little hands is. I need to put some lotion on my hands. Is ugh. My hands look like an old woman. Look like I'm in my 80s. I need to put some lotion on my hands. You can tell when I don't put on lotion. Son, can you bring me some water?
What? Got it.
It's on the other side. I just
I
put
know,
my
Mom.
plug
It's on
machine
the.
on. I just brought my ice machine. Oh, let me show y'all my gift cards. Can I show you my gift cards? Yeah, I'm really proud about that. And then I got these. I'm waiting on my my cousin is getting ready to bring my stickers. I created my I made my logo for my eyelash. These ain't all my eyelashes. These are just the ones that I have a my my nail tech, the person that does my nails. I know you're saying she's cursed me out. I gotta go get my nails done. But she hooked me up. Like I pay a little bit of nothing for this stuff, and she like these are some really good eyelashes, and she hooked me up. I was gonna go one of those little places online and order them. She was like, no. She's like, she can get. I don't even want to tell you how much I paid for these. That's why I'm just charging like $5 for these. But she hooked me up. I paid a little bit of nothing. She just and then she made nails, and then she made nails for me that I sell. And I'm telling you, I just went online. She told me to go online and take pictures of the nails that I like online, and she will recreate them. And she coded what she coded on them nails. I ain't gonna lie. And I don't even tell her what kind of nails I want or what. She just creates my nail. Like she did this for me. But I know this old. But anyway, so she gave me a great deal on the eyelashes. So I got the hookup. Right, Dr. A, your eyelash is going to be on your website. Yes, I don't wear eyelashes, but my granddad do, so I'll be buying some for her. Yes, they're going to be on my website. I just have not put them on because I am naming them. All of my eyelashes are going to have some names, girl. Like the ones over there, the ones I've already done over there got names, and some of them gonna come with like a tool, like either the tweezers or the nail tool. But I'm telling you, this lady, if I'm telling you, this lady, I'm gonna take her out to dinner because she has hooked me up on this stuff. And she had it to come to my house, and it did not take long. I just put in the order. I told her what I just said, hey, send me the. She don't sell eyelashes at her nail place. She don't sell them, but she know how to get them. And she just like look, cause she is, she's not, you know, she's from overseas. She's from overseas, and she still talk there, but she's legal. Right, that's wonderful, Dr. A. So she just was like, look, you ain't got to buy none of that. She said, don't go to such and such, such and such and such and such. She's just like, good, go through me. I don't even want to tell you how much money I gave her. I barely gave her 2 digits. You heard me? I'm talking about 2 digits. And she gave me a whole thing of stuff just outright, just for love, because I come to her. I do spend good money with her, but she didn't curse me out because she said I need to hurry up and get back there and get the nails. And I got this new hair tonic that I did do wholesale, that I created, but I'm getting ready. I gotta condense it down to smaller bottles. But this is like a hair growth new thing that I created. I ain't smelt it in a while. Anyway, it's a butter that I made in my kitchen, and so I'm really excited about these new products I have. I'm getting ready to. I gotta go through and like redo my crystals with the ER codes. I got ER codes for me. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I still got inventory right here. I still got to put this in small bottles, smaller bottles. I still got to do the eyelash. All I got to do, I'm just waiting on the stickers. The stickers. And then I got to figure out where I'm going to put them. I don't even know where to put them. I don't even have enough room. I'm going to have to squeeze some stuff in because when people come in here, they talked about how they don't, well, when the one girl came in here, you have to literally look through the bottles. But I gotta put more signs up because some signs I don't have on here. So I have to go through, put signs up. And when I cut this light off, it glows in the dark. So I have to make it look a little bit more. I'm not saying look professional in here, but it looks like you're at a rave party, right? It looked like you get ready to start dancing. That's the energy I wanted to create, but I also have to do some kind of making it look a little bit more over here on the shelves. I have to put I got the little tags and stuff. These little tags I created, I just created, but I don't know. My handwriting is not, I don't know. So I just have a lot of work to do, and I'm getting ready to hit y'all with the Jasmine's conversation. I feel overwhelmed. No, I don't. I feel good overwhelmed though. So I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm able to do things. Just imagine being able to do your passion, being able to take what's inside of you and to turn it into a business. And I just get really excited every day that I cut these lights on. I come in here and I'm just excited. I'm excited to do what I want to do. I wish that for my children. Let me plug this in because this phone is dying. Hold on, let me plug this in. Just imagine being able to take. I'm gonna have to hold it like a jerk. Just imagine being able to take what you love to do, not just a job, like even the little job. See that light went out again. The other, just like having a job and taking what you want to do uh and creating a business out of it. I'm trying to see. I hope my son don't think he being slick. I hope my son is not in there sneaking on anything. Are you sneaking on games? What are you doing right now, sir?
I'm doing one thing.
Oh, okay. Um, Good job. I hope you're not because I'm doing the whole thing. You know what? Better yet, come in here because I'll feel more comfortable if you're in here with me. Come on in here.
Wow.
Let's be friends. Come on in here.
Okay.
Let me watch you. Let me observe you. Not watch you, but observe you a little bit.
Okay.
No, no, no. You got. I'm not looking at your thing. Just set that right there and just get this chair, cause you look too quiet. And sometimes when
I'm
people,
trying to focus.
I understand. I
It's
get it.
because I have a lot of noise going on here.
Oh, you have. Oh, I'm loud. Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, me?
I'm not trying to be mean.
I know you're not trying to be mean.
I'm just saying I'm trying to focus.
I feel like the mommies can learn a lot from the reactors because a lot of y'all got a lot of wisdom and live life, real life. Yes, I agree with that. Um, well, also, I'm not mean to my children, right? That's another thing. I'm not mean to my son. I try now. Sometimes I make mistakes. I might say things. We, my husband, we both, and we just kind of. That's the whole point of. What I appreciate about parenting households, and that's what I appreciate when I was coming up, is that when my mother would say something that probably wasn't the nicest, or my father didn't mean it that way. It just kind of came off like that because my father's a Taurus, right? So my mother would be like, "Hey, honey, don't say that to her." He'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. It just." And so my husband would check me like, "Hey, don't, you don't want your son to, when he grow up to have to get with a black woman that's just uh berating him or whatever."
Can you
Can I what, bud? You got the words to charge at. So I think that that's something too that I think they can learn a lot of parenting through us because I don't think that they understand parenting. I took parenting classes before. I took parenting classes and I learned I'm trying not to show my son, y'all. Trying to just I learned a better way to talk to children. Sometimes I used to be just telling my children what it was. Not that I was rough with them, but I would say I would just speak straight, and sometimes you can't. Sometimes children take it. Children take things to heart, right? They're little people, and their minds are still developing, and sometimes we can't just always speak straight to them in the way that we would. For example, I give an example by what I mean by that. Here, take this on. I give an example by what I mean. Like I'll be like, there's no such a thing as no dang on Santa Claus, no a big old white man coming down out the chimney, blah 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 blah. Right? I could have said that better. I didn't have to say well. I just could have said, hey, Saint Santa Claus is not real, and if you want anything, we are buying it based off, um, you know, because we love you and we want you to have nice stuff, or we want you to have nice things for some spring break. I mean, winter break, because it's necessary for you to have. You know what I mean? As opposed to saying stuff like that. So, again, sometimes we could talk a little rough, and I think that a lot of times with the mommies, I think that they talk children a little rough. Is it really racist? Yes. Not as bad as St. Louis. I think St. Louis is way worse. I think St. Louis is way worse. I think that Kentucky racism is like hidden more so. It's not like all out like calling you the N word, but it just makes you feel like you're the N word, but they don't call you that. They're not gonna call you that. It's just kind of it's just weird. It's just weird. It's a different type of racism that you're gonna find in Kentucky versus racism in St. Louis. St. Louis is just like, well, get back over to your area. You don't belong over here. Like you would get pulled over and say, why are you over here? You could be visiting your cousin, your grandma, whomever, and they'd be like, well, you don't belong over here. Get back over in your area. So that I think that's where I came from. I came from St. Louis, and St. Louis is pretty bad on that. You know, um, it's almost uncomfortably racist. Um, so I don't. If you can live in St. Louis, you can live in anywhere in the world, because you would know how to deal with people. And I really know how to. That's one thing I did learn from St. Louis was how to deal with people. Okay, so I know how to deal with all walks of life. You know, it's not so bad. Um, it's not so. Um, but I know it wasn't easy. But I'm gonna go ahead and go, y'all. Next time we come back up here, I'm going to come up back up here later. I'm gonna do a reaction about when my husband get here and get him. I'll do a reaction. I just don't want to necessarily do the real reaction. There's this couple that I have been watching for years that lived in Kentucky, and they were interracial couple, and they said that the racists were over here all the time. Towards okay. Well, not. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but okay. So let's talk about that real quick. I don't know where they are because I'm telling you, that's all it is, to be honest, right? It's a lot of black men with white women here. It's not even it's not even like taboo here. It's just it's taboo to be with. It's not taboo here. I just see it all the time. It's not even a big deal. Like it's so many biracial children that's running around here. That's just almost like this, right? She's black and she's married to an older white man. It's probably more about their age. I think she'll get more stares about the age than she would about being with a white man. It's not even uncommon here. St. Louis she'll get stares. Here, not so much. Y'all see that gray hair? Woo, child, you see that gray hair, baby. Mm. Y'all see that gray hair coming? Woo, right around her, y'all. Anybody else got gray hair going around their crown? Um, But yeah, no, I didn't really. I don't really think it's racist. Maybe I'm tripping, but I mean, I'm not in their skin, but I think it's more of the age. I don't think it's necessarily that people are used to biracial couples here. I mean, not biracial couples, interracial couples here. That's kind of the what it is here. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, you know, yes, ma'am, I have gray hairs everywhere, girl. Yeah, I got them right around here, honey. And when I gotta put, I'll put this. I'm gonna show you what I put on me. Y'all want to see what I'm gonna show you what I put in my hair. Okay, this is what I use in my hair. Excuse me. Excuse me. I gotta roll him over here.
Jokes.
Okay, let me make sure I show him. His hair is cut. Unlike, let me shut up. I use this.
Okay. What did the dog leave?
Okay, and I use.
Where did the dog leave his car?
I don't. I don't know where the dog leave his car.
In the parking lot.
In the parking lot. That is stale. Stop telling them. Stop doing them joke books because they're not funny. Okay, it's not funny. That is stale. And aloe vera oil. I mean aloe vera gel. Did I put gel on here? I didn't. It's aloe vera gel. So that's what I use on my hair. That's what makes my hair slick down a little bit. It don't slick down as much as I would like. Like if I got edge control, but I don't want to use all that on my hair. I'm trying to get, I've gotten away. I know the lights is off in here. I've gotten away with the stuff with the gel. I'm trying to just solely use natural stuff on my hair. But that's what I use on my hair. But anyway, it helps with the gray hairs, so to speak. This is my massage oil. If you know, you know. You know, you trying to have, just grab you some of this. I'm telling you, this really does wonders. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I used the whole bottle. Well, it fell out, but, well, okay, that's not, that had to be a mirror dye after dark, my son here. But, use that. Along with my massage candles.
Good dancers. They have 2 left.
But anyway, yeah. So, and this is happy. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and go because I'm gonna order my food. I'm gonna come live as soon as the boy. We're gonna call him Knack. You use Jamaican black seed oil on your hair. Jamaican, okay. And I used it. Well, I forgot about that. I didn't do none today though, but I do use black seed oil as well in my scalp. It feels really, it's very, especially if you mix that with the Bantana oil, because sometimes the Bantana oil, when you first start using it, kind of feels weird. But once you mix this with that, I'm telling you, this does help with hair growth. I'm not kidding. It does help with hair growth. Now, I'm not gonna, the next time I'm not gonna use this until the other hair cream that I created. What's the other joke? Tell me the other joke.
I know dogs make good dancers.
I don't know. Why do dogs make good dancers? I don't know.
It's because they have 2 left feet.
Oh my God, y'all! Why do I have to listen to these stale jokes? Okay, let me let y'all go because he wants my attention. This is homework assignment. Okay, they have to read books, and so he's creating to read a stale joke book. It is so stale. I wish he found another book to read. Find another book to read because that is not funny. None of that stuff is funny.
Okay, let me read myself.
Yeah.
After
All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and go, cause this boy is gonna he want my attention apparently. So.
You got it, dog.